Hey guys, Thundera here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of my videos. Today we're back with another build video. I didn't have much time, so I wanted to build something small, and I decided to build another one color tiny house. So let's get into it. So first things first, let's spin the wheel and get a color. And we get the color purple. So I do have to say I did stick to purple for the most part in this build. But there was a few things like the toilet, the shower, and the outside trash can that ended up not being purple because we don't have purple available for those items. But I still think it still screams purple. So this was built on the Cottage MC lot in Windenburg. It's usually home to the Free Spirits household in a new save. It's ends up being 18,563 simoleons. I did have to go back and move some of the windows around because they weren't all lining up, and I didn't realize it until after I was done recording. This will be available for download. My gallery ID is Thundera Shadow. So right now we've just got the shell built and we are roofing the house. And this roofing is actually pretty easy. This is a tier 1 tiny home, so it's like, I think it's called a micro home. And so you're going to get like all of the boost. It's only 32 tiles, which means that it's really small. And there's not a whole lot in there, but it's also not a whole lot as far as purple items. So, but this roof does, I know it doesn't look purple, but it does count as being purple. And then just looking for some wallpaper, I really just did not like a lot of the siding options kind of just looked like it was blue instead of purple, even though it's sorted by purple. So I went with this bright purple, like bright dark purple right here. And that's just from the base game. And then I looked under the roof trim. There was no purple available there. I looked at the roof sculptures just to see if there was anything there. And then like the outside wall decor, I really just did not like any of that. So I just moved on to the doors. And the door that I picked for this house kind of ended up determining what kind of sim lived here, because I go with this door from, I believe that's the movie Hangout Pack. And it kind of just screamed like there would be a creative sim here. So that's kind of where I went. And then this window from the Cottage Living pack. I know that I filtered by purple, but this swatch of this window should be labeled as purple, at least to me. So I went ahead and used it because the one that it did label as purple, there's no way that was considered purple. It should have been like yellow or orange. And at first I was going to use these windows from my wedding stories. I kind of changed that as I go a little bit later, and you'll see that. And so I'm just putting a few windows around. And then I thought about having a back door. I decided not to because I needed the wall space for the rest of the house, like for the other items in the house. So I'm just putting in the bathroom, and it is a 3x1 bathroom. And then I found this door from high school years that kind of looks like it has quilting over it. That seemed like it was perfect for a creative sim to live here. And then I almost went with this bigger door, but I felt like it was just too big, so I just wanted to stick with a smaller, simpler door. And so really it was just not much else to do besides just go ahead and go inside and start decorating. So I look at the purple lights, and this one that goes in the bathroom is from Dream Home Decorator. It says it's purple, it looks white. I went with it either way. And then as far as the rest of the room, I go with this light right here. I'm not really certain which pack it's from, but I thought that looked really like it would fit into a Creative Sims house. So right now we're just looking at the options for floor, and I go for this like slate almost, I guess you could call it. And that's from City Living. And then just looking at the other options. I was going to go with this carpet for the pastel pop kit, and then I really wanted a different type of tile for the kitchen area because that's really all you can call it, but I didn't really have a good option, so I just decided to do this wood flooring throughout the whole living space right here, and that's from City Living. And then as far as the rest of the house wallpaper goes, I was looking for a tile for the bathroom. I went with this honeycomb, and yes, I did change the swatch only because the two swatches that it gave me didn't seem purple, and I don't know why the one that I ended up using wasn't labeled as purple, because to me that's like the most purple swatch that we have on that one. And then I use this wallpaper here from the Pastel Pop kit. And on the rest of the living area, I use this just like plain purple from the Pastel Pop kit as well. And then the tile for the kitchen area, as far as wallpaper goes, is from the Parenthood pack, I believe. And then trying to find stuff for the bathroom. This is where I changed the door and I realized there's no purple toilets unless you consider a toddler potty. And I actually wanted this to be functional, so I just went with a white toilet. And then there's no showers, like none at all. Not even a stand-up shower to where you just don't put a sink in there and you're fine. But no, no showers, no tubs, nothing that's purple. So I ended up going with the shower from Discovery University. And this is where the window kind of gets in the way and I need to move it, and yeah. So I ended up moving that and then just going back to the windows to check again to see what else there is. And I ended up going with some from Realm of Magic, and I changed those. And then these two on the front, I end up moving them to be higher, and they are moved in the version that goes onto the gallery. I end up moving them to be higher just to match throughout the entire house because the rest of the windows I put at the upper height. So I just kind of wanted them all to be similar. And then just going back to the purple, I grabbed the counters. I want to say those are from the Country Kitchen kit. And then I got the matching refrigerator, and then I got the stove from Cottage Living. And then just a base game purple trash can. There's a lot of different swatches of purple in here, y'all. So just bear with us. And then for the bed, I kind of wanted a double. I didn't want a single bed, so I grabbed this bed from High School Years. And then like a little mirror divider from City Living, because I kind of wanted the bedroom to be a little private at least. And then I grab a stand-up wardrobe from High School Years, and I put it over here in this corner. I'm actually surprised at how much I was actually able to fit into this house. Like, it ended up being a lot of stuff. So I just put a mirror in the bathroom, and then just looking at TVs and couches and rugs and things, I decided to put this nifty knitting rug over here underneath the bed. I thought that looked really good. Plus, it brought in a little bit more color because the wardrobe has some blue, and then now the rug has some, so it's kind of tying it together. And then you've also got blue in the windows as well, so it just kind of ties it all together. And then just grabbing a sink for the kitchen, I changed out that one counter for the sink from the country kitchen kit is what it's called, I believe. And then I'm going to grab a TV, but I grabbed the one that is not attached to the wall from Tiny Living just because I don't know if the other one can, but I know that this one acts also as a bookcase. So that covers more skills and everything. This one right here. And then just going to grab a plant for over there by the door, and then I ended up finding these purses that was technically labeled as purple. I don't really see purple, but I went with it. And then this like Dreamcatcher from the Paranormal pack. I thought that would look really good over here in the bedroom. And then moving back to the couches, I grabbed the one from Nifty Knitting, I believe it is. And so I put that there, and I have play tested this. The only issue I had was when I was trying to get two Sims to sleep in the bed. I didn't have an issue with the Sims scooting over, but the other Sim was just like, nah, I'm not sleeping in the bed that the other one's sleeping in, so I don't know. I grabbed that rug from high school years and I sized it up. I grabbed a Nifty Knitting hanging plant, and then I needed a knitting bag or box. At this point, I'm trying to do a box, but I end up going with the bag and just placing it by the couch. So there we go there. And then I wanted to see what else I could put in there. I was really hoping to maybe put a paint easel outside, but that just didn't happen. I did go with this yoga mat, and I know it looks white, but it's labeled as purple, so I went with that as well. And then looking through the decor for the walls, I grabbed this set of paintings from the Pastel Pop kit. And then over here, I grabbed not this painting, I grabbed this painting right here from Dream Home Decorator just to bring a little bit more of the blue in. So we kind of have like blue, pink, and purple with some wood tones as well. And then I wanted a desk over here, so I grabbed the one from Tiny Living. I grabbed the chair from Tiny Living as well, and then the Pastel Pop Kit's computer. And then just trying to figure out if there's anything else I can fit to this house, although right now it's packed. I was trying to get like a little plant to put over there on the desk, but I just kind of was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to find anything. So I move on, and we actually do have purple trees, y'all. I was so shocked. Did not know that we had purple trees. So I grabbed one of them's from the Island Living kit. One of them is from the not the backyard, the movie hangout kit. Pack. Those are both packs, not kits. Sorry. And then just putting out some plants around the front of the house. Just grabbing a variety of different kinds and different colors and all. There's base game plants, then there is also the romantic garden plants. And I don't leave those over there just because I didn't like the fact that they were reddish purple at the bottom. So I go back and I put these. And then I grab some more of this kind. And then moving them back. And this is kind of where I was like, I don't have a mailbox or an outside trash can, and I need both of those. But right now I'm kind of still looking to see what other plants there is. And then I go and I grab a mailbox, and the one I grab is from Nifty Knitting. And then the outdoor trash can, like I said, there was no swatches for purple, so I just went ahead and grabbed one. And I just grabbed this white one just because I felt like it could work. So just doing that. And then putting purple filter back on. And I was really disappointed I was not able to get some sort of eating area or dining area into the main house. So I decided to put a table and some chairs outside. And I was really wanting to like put an awning or something over it, but I just could not find any that was labeled as purple. So I decided to just leave it as is. But I did put this little purple mushroom from the Werewolves pack over here by the computer. And really, that was all that there was to it. I'm just looking at a few other things. I wanted one of those little butterfly stakes out front. And then I really liked this, it's like an old fountain, but flowers and stuff has kind of grown over it. I put that over there to the side. I put this flower arch in front here. That may be the only thing that I'm kind of questioning as to why I did that, but I really do like it, so I decided to leave it, and now I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that I think needs to be here. And I kind of just went with that this was good, and I was thinking about maybe another tree, but I think 2 is good on this lot. If there was like maybe some smaller trees, that would be good, but going ahead and doing the terrain paint now. just trying to make a path leading down the archway. And I was going to go with this one at first, but it kind of took up a little bit too much because I had it too big, so. And I really just liked this lavender plant, I think it is, over here, so I decided to go a little bit smaller and go with a little bit of a different terrain paint to make the pathway. And then just going to put the rest of the terrain paint around the house. Just underneath the flowers, the mailbox, the trees, the trash can, the table, the archway, all of that. And so we're just going to go through and do all of that. And for some reason that day I was having a little bit of an issue with my mouse. It did not want to act right when doing the terrain paint, so I was struggling a little bit. But I got through it, just putting some under the yoga mat and then going over here to this other tree. And this tree actually has some lanterns hanging from it, which I think are so pretty. So that should actually light up at night. And then just going back and putting terrain paint under the table and finishing up around the house and under the trash can. And then I ended up going back at the end and I found a cute little decoration as well, just finishing up terrain paint, getting it underneath the table. Like I said, I was having issues with the terrain paint and my mouse. It was not wanting to work with me. But I got it in the end. I definitely think that if there's not more than one sim that lives here, that if there is only one, that they like to host gatherings and parties and things, so they definitely needed a table. And then just going back through and looking, I went to find something for the table decoration. I grabbed these little flowers and then just looking through to see if there's anything else. And I really liked the idea of them having this cork board, so I put it up over here. Maybe they get postcards. And then really just trying to see if there's anything else that it needs. And I end up finding these, like, there's like some hearts, but there's also like these little flowers. They're like flower stakes and they're from My Wedding Stories. And I put those along the path just because I thought that would be so cute. And then I ended up having to go back and do some more terrain paint underneath those. But yeah, I just put them along the path here. And it turned out really cute. And it's just a small little detail, but I definitely liked how that turned out. So I'm just going to be going through and placing it under each one. And I end up having to erase some, and I play with how much shows up and everything. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, this will be available on the gallery. My ID is Thundera Shadow. Let me know how you think I did. I know I kind of cheated a little bit, so to say, by not using a purple toilet, shower, and trash can outside. But y'all, there was none. So, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you have enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.